For those of you who did see ESPN, you'll probably recognize me more from this angle. He kept zooming this damn handheld camera in on my backside, and the commentators would say, look, is that the Grand Canyon? It was awful. I didn't mind the first 2 times, but they kept doing it again and again. I thought it was 4 days after a while. Somebody may not want me coming out doing this because I tell you a couple of things that they think are really crazy. I'm going to tell you something right now that you're probably not going to believe. Some of you are going to say, oh no, and you're going to be offended and you're going to get up and leave. That's okay. I don't care. My sales go up $1,000 a week. Do yours? Here's the statement. It's okay to have customers wait. It's okay to have customers wait. Think about it. They walk in, and when the store's empty, they say, store's no damn good. It's empty all the time. So what do? You jack up 5, 12 counter attendants to ram them through so that the place is empty. Okay? Now, sure, you can carry this to extremes. You don't want a line that's long. You don't want it someplace that gives slow service. But when you've got 2, 3, 4 people in the line, how many counter attendants do you need? 1! Because you're going to make that sandwich in a minute. They're going to be out of there in 4 minutes. They'll be impressed with the customer speed, and their perception will be, this is a good place. It's a busy business. Don't put 2 people on if you're doing 10 and 12 sandwiches. You're hurting your business. It's okay to wait. 1% of them die. It doesn't matter what you do, you're not going to get them back. Serve better food. You kill them. And while we're talking about that, let me tell you a horror story about some Subway sandwich shops that were serving their steak, and they put them in these little plastic cups and weighed them, and then served the steak, saved the little plastic cup and kept reusing it. Like maybe some of you that got the what's called salmonella. Have you heard of him? He's a great guy. Salmonella. Italian fella who kills customers. Never, never reuse that portion container, ladies and gentlemen, or you could kill customers. And if only 1 customer dies from eating a sandwich at your shop, your sales are going to be hurt. I'll make that prediction blindly. Your sales will be hurt. So you do is you get foam cups, you portion into the foam cup, you serve it, and you throw the cup away. Spend the fraction of a penny on the cup, not to poison customers. Because you kill just 1, you may as well sell your store. Of the customers you lose, 3% moved away. 5% developed other friendships. 9% left for competitive reasons. 14% left because they were dissatisfied with the product. And 68% of the customers that you lost because of an attitude of indifference toward that customer by either you or one of your employees. What does that mean? That means you pissed them off. You can't afford to do that. Let me show you something. This is what Shirley, Jean, Dennis, and Gail pay me big money to come tell you. This seminar is free, but it's this visual aid. That's why I charge them $5,000 for it. I don't charge them $5,000, but maybe next time.
Doug, if there's extra copies, hand them back because they're not going around.
Okay. If there are extra copies, would you wave them, do something fun. Anything you don't get a copy of, folks, we'll arrange to get you copies at the end. When a customer comes into your store, that customer does not see that you had to go for 2 weeks to beautiful Milford, Connecticut. They don't see that. They don't see that Subway is the #1 franchise in the country. We have 2,600 stores open. That Entrepreneur says we're #1. We're the fastest growing. We're the only store with a high average unit volume increase. Every other chain is flat, except ours. They don't see that. They don't see the fact that you've got to spend all that time slicing, that you got to be up until 2 damn o'clock in the morning. When there's no customers coming in anyway, and you're getting robbed every other day. They don't see that. They don't see that you had to invest $70,000 of your money to get your store open to serve them that sandwich. They don't see that. You know what they see? They see that counter attendant frowning at them. That's all they see. That's true. That's the only thing that those people see is that counter attendant. So they are going up. Every single week, your sales are going up. And if you tell me that your sales are not going up, I'm going to tell you that you are killing your customers. Every week, you get new faces who've never been in your store before. Every single week, somebody new comes in your store. And if my theory is that 1 out of 5 loves our product. Have you ever heard anybody say, this is a great sandwich. I like this sandwich. Okay? Well, my theory is 1% out of 5 who tries our product is going to like it. I don't worry about the other 80%. No big deal. They can go ahead and like McDonald's. But if they like our product, 1 out of 5, I get 5 new people in, I damn well better get 1 new customer. But what's happening is instead of having sales going up with these new people trying it, your counter attendants are killing them. Let me give you an example. I want you to picture a world. On this world, it's really cold. Yeah, we can fix that. Fix the damn heat, Gene. Cold up here. Thanks. Aha! They don't have a programmable thermostat, so I'm in charge. By the way, with your programmable thermostat, you got to get a plastic security cover to screw on the wall over it so nobody can screw around with it. Like this. Ah! Ah! I fixed it. I'm in charge. Later on, if it gets horrible, you'll be in charge. Okay. I forgot what I was talking about. Oh, we got a cold world. It's a dark, cold, dank, dismal world. There are no people who live on this world. You don't have to take notes here, gang. There are no people who live on this world. There are only donkeys, there are lions, and there are Smurfs. You know Smurfs, the little blue people? Okay. We're talking about little greedy Smurf. The one who wants all the money. That's the Smurf we're referring to. Now, on this world, the donkeys work down in the mines. Every day, the donkeys are underground, slaving away, mining gold, and they fill their saddlebags with gold. At exactly noon, the donkeys all rise up out of the mines, and they go to see a show, a circus. They like shows. Sometimes they go to the same circus every day because they love that show. Sometimes the donkeys will go to a different show. They like a little variety. Well, the circuses are all owned by the Smurfs. They're very greedy. They want the gold. But the actors at the circuses are all the lions. They've got lions that juggle. They've got lions that do the tightrope act. They got all kinds of lions. And what happens is when the donkeys come into the circus, the lions kill them. They rip their throats out, and they can't give the gold to the Smurfs. We run the great subway circus. We have to train our lions not to kill the donkeys. Hey, this is true. Don't you be snickering. Those donkeys come in every day going, BMT, BMT. And your lions have to take their gold away from them. Now, how do we do that? We didn't have any bologna cut. So she takes the bologna off of a whole bunch of BMTs and puts it on. She comes to me and says, Doug, did I do the right thing? I go, did you do the right thing? You gave fantastic customers. That customer, you had to spend 5 extra minutes doing all this extra work for that customer. That customer's ours for life. And you praise the hell out of what they just did. That's phenomenal customer service. And if they've got that attitude that will do anything for the customer, your sales are going to start going up. Because people are going to know that you care about them. Okay, now, you've got to train people to do some certain very specific things. I mentioned McDonald's. McDonald's used to be the industry leader. McDonald's used to be the one that entrepreneur called #1. We're now the industry leader. But they still do some things better than we do. I got to tell you that. They know how critically important a greeting is. They know how critical, and I'm not going to try and give you